Today we're talking about Sagittarius, and considering we all have Sagittarius somewhere in our charts, how does this sign of truth and belief show up in your life? Well, on December 16th, the sun is going to transit into Sagittarius. This is a dual masculine fire sign. It's going to bring focus and awareness to that area of life where Sagittarius sits in your chart. So in this video, we're going to take a philosophical look at this Jupiter-ruled sign and find out just what this transit means based on your ascendant. If you're new here, my name's Christina. I make videos about Vedic astrology using the sidereal zodiac, and I also offer astrology readings, so just take a look at my website for more information. The link is in the description. So you may have some preconceived notions about Sagittarius, especially from a Western perspective. Sagittarius is often framed as overly optimistic or maybe detached from reality. They have an adventurous spirit or even a bit impatient. But words like impulsive or preachy or unrealistic, these things may come to mind, but those are really the shadow expressions of Sagittarius energy when it's not grounded. So in reality, Sagittarius is about direction and meaning and the pursuit of truth. It's ruled by Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and hope and abundance. So rather than being about blind optimism or this rigid faith, the higher dharmic expression of Sagittarius is about seeking clarity, challenging your beliefs and worldviews, and expanding on those perspectives through experience and through learning. So one of the biggest misconceptions about Sagittarius is that it avoids responsibility or commitment, but this only surfaces when there is confusion about purpose or there's a fear of choosing the wrong path. In Vedic astrology, the strength of Sagittarius lies in its ability to remain open-minded, to be inspired, and to stay adaptable while pursuing that higher goal. And even though fire is this active and fast-moving sign, Sagittarius is ultimately about vision, right? Fire is about inspiration. So often the fear of being wrong or the pressure to find the truth can create some restlessness inside someone. But Sagittarius deals with the quest itself, right? Which means the process is just as important as the outcome. Now, remember, Sagittarius is associated with the 9th house of beliefs, meaning and guidance, higher learning, because it's the 9th sign. And it opposes and is intrinsically connected to the 3rd house of skills, communication, and courage, which is associated with Gemini. So Sagittarius and Gemini form this axis that shows you how to gather information and how you translate that information into personal wisdom and how you share that wisdom with yourself and with others. So it's really about what you know and how you understand it to be. Sagittarius reveals what you must stay curious about while also keeping faith in what your experiences are teaching you, is finding that balance. Now, Sagittarius as a dual fire sign also deals with flexibility, movement, and that ability to adapt while also staying connected to your roots, to your higher purpose. And that dual energy can make you feel like you're being pulled in two directions, but its greatest lesson is choosing a path, deciding what you believe in, why it matters, and how it guides your next steps. And also knowing when that change is needed to maybe pivot or look another direction, being flexible enough to take action to do that. Sagittarius is also a masculine sign as well as Gemini, so embracing the masculine qualities of initiative, clarity, action, having personal agency. These things all support the balance of this axis and can help strengthen your confidence in the path that you are choosing. Okay, so with the sun entering Sagittarius, let's look at where themes of vision and growth and belief and higher learning are all showing up for you based on your ascendant. But before I do, thank you so much for watching. I am glad you're here. Please like and share and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on more videos just like this I post every week. All right, Aries and Libra ascendants. This Sun in Sagittarius is in your axis of adventure and learning and the search for direction. The Sun in Sagittarius may bring up situations that challenge you to go beyond what you already know. So for Aries, this is your 9th house of beliefs, teachers, long-term goals. And for Libra, this is your 3rd house of courage, skills, self-effort. And both signs may feel this need to either speak up or learn something new that will change your perspective. Taurus and Scorpio ascendants, this is your axis of finances and shared resources, as well as independence, inheritance, even long-term planning. So the Sun in Sagittarius may bring up issues that require some transparency and some deeper understanding. For Taurus, this is your 8th house of transformation, dependency, and vulnerability. And for Scorpio, this is your 2nd house of money, values, and what you rely on for stability. Now, both signs may experience some clarity around what is worth investing time or energy in. Gemini and Sagittarius ascendants, this is your axis of self and relationships, identity, compromise, and the Sun in Sagittarius may bring attention to how you show up for others and how you balance yourself with your partnerships. For Gemini, this is your 7th house of marriage, commitment, agreements, contracts. And for Sagittarius, this is your 1st house of self, your physical body, and really just your overall experiences. So both signs may experience a shift in how they express themselves or relate to others at this time. Cancer and Capricorn ascendants, this is your axis of work and rest. So responsibility opposing where you like to escape. So Sun in Sagittarius may push you to reevaluate your routines, your health, any boundaries that you maintain between work and rest. So for Cancer, this is your 6th house, which governs your daily work, your health routines, your discipline overall, service to others. And for Capricorn, this is your 12th house of solitude, expenses, endings, but also spirituality. So both signs may feel kind of pulled to reprioritize how they manage time and energy. So if these are your signs, these are going to be the themes that may come up during this Sun in Sagittarius. Leo and Aquarius ascendants, this is your axis of creativity and accomplishment. So this is including your ability to express yourself with confidence and pursue your long-term goals. Now, the Sun in Sagittarius may emphasize what brings you joy and happiness and how you contribute to your community. For Leo, this is your 5th house of creativity, children, and personal expression. And for Aquarius, this is your 11th house of gains and networks and collective influence. So both signs will be inspired to reconnect with their passions or maybe even feel the need to revise a long-term goal. Virgo and Pisces ascendants, this is your axis of home and career. There's a balance between your private and public life and responsibility in these areas. So Sun in Sagittarius may bring into focus where you feel pulled between your personal private space and that external expectation, maybe in career. For Virgo, this is your 4th house of home and emotions and inner peace. And for Pisces, this is your 10th house of career, reputation, and your public contribution. So both signs may experience shifts around stability, family dynamics, or even your professional direction at this time. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to the end or watched all of the insights, be sure to sign up for my newsletter. Links in the description.